Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man, and I'm on a new map. I finally broke down and downloaded Oregon. Mixed feelings about it because, as most of you know that watch me, I do live in Oregon. And although I don't live in farming country, I live on the ocean. So I live in lumber and fishing country. But that doesn't mean I don't travel through the rest of the state, and I don't know people that live in farming country. I do, and so I kind of had mixed emotions about. I know the description says that they used Google Map to do this, and that's fine. But the game itself, Farm Simulator Giant gives you very limited things to really distinguish one part of the country from another. There's some trees in here that don't necessarily grow in parts of Oregon, but that's a small thing. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's see how the farm works and what it looks like, and I'm gonna do a little farming. Now, here's the premise of this one. As you guys know, I got to the point where I used to start a new map, and I'd start from scratch with no equipment, no money, and I'd try to farm and make the money and buy the equipment. And by the time I got somewhat into it, where I was starting to make a little money and have some animals and some stuff, you guys were sick of the map because you'd already played the snot out of it. So the premise of this is I won the lottery, and I bought this beautiful farm, and I bought all this beautiful equipment, and I've got money to spare, and I'm going to town and do some farming. So that's where we're at. I'm going to grab my combine, and I'm going to see what needs to be farmed. And first of all, let me look at the map and see what it is that I own. I've got 1, 3, 4, 5, and 15. 2 is a grass field. You don't own it, but I bought it. You don't own 5 either, but I bought it too. Now, the question is whether these things are ready to harvest yet. I think I've got some, let's see, what is that? Is that corn? That's probably corn. Let me jump up into 5 first, I guess. That's a small field. We'll take a look at that. Let me get this combine going. And I'm interested to find out how the silos work. I'm hoping that the silo holds everything I need to have held, because this is a very cramped farm. As you can see, I have to really be careful coming in and out because there's collision on everything. And, with this big equipment, it makes it kind of tough. But I think we're going to make it. I think it'll be fine. So we'll just pretend that it is. Let me get up in here and see what we need to do as far as the field goes. This is 5 on the right here. We're going to start a little bit of farming. Going to get right in it. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't drop off my corn header. Let me do that real quick. El Quicko here. We'll drop this thing off. I got to be careful with this combine because it goes. Let's just put it that way. Even sometimes when you don't want it to, it takes off like a bat out of you-know-where. I don't know if these things open or not. Let me try to... Oh, they're not wide enough to get to hold equipment. That's what I mean by this farm being very small. It's very tight. I might be able to get in just barely. Let's get in here and drop this thing. And hope we can get it back out. Yeah, I can't use some of the equipment that I normally use because it's so tight and the gates are so small, the entranceways. I couldn't use the big plow that I normally use. I had to go back to the Hulk, which is fine because it's John Deere, and I do have a few John Deere tractors that I'm going to be using. So that's okay. We'll do a John Deere farm. How about that? Well, except for my combines. I do have a John Deere combine. I don't use it very much. It's a little bit funky. It's okay. It does a good enough job, but it's a little funky. What am I doing? Stop that. I just want to get the... There we go. All right, how do we want to start this? Now, as you notice, the fields, like in real life, do not go north, south, east, west, perfect squares. Perfect 90-degree corners, that kind of thing. Although some of the corners may be 90 degrees, if you look at the shape of the fields, they're not a perfect rectangle or a perfect square, and they may or may not go north, west, east, south, north, south, east, west, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna have to play it by ear here if I do course play. So, for example, if this was perfectly north, south, east, west, this corner would be the southwest, but it is not. Because if you look, there's still more field that goes further west than here. So if I say this is southwest, it's actually going to start me way up here. So I got to kind of figure. I tell you, and it works the same way the other way. The other corner over here that you would think would be the southeast, well, it is east, but it's not the furthest point south. So it makes it a little bit funky. What I think I'm going to do is I'll just start here in this corner because there's a little road that goes into the field. So I'm just going to start it here. And I'm going to call it southwest, but it won't start here. It'll start someplace up further. So let's do this. I'm going to do field number 5. So let's do a course here. I'm going to do right here. We're going to generate a course. We're going to do field number 5, 13.2. I'm just going to say southeast, although it's not necessarily, like I just explained. And we're going to go north, which isn't correct really either. So I have no idea what this is actually going to do to us. But it doesn't look, thank God, the mod author didn't put fences around. People in our country don't, especially not in Oregon, we don't have fences up. We don't have hedges. We don't have rock walls. It's pretty much open ground. I'm going to do 2 headlands because I can. And then we're going to do a save here. Field 5, a harvest. Southeast heading north. 13.2 times 2. And see if we can get this going. Well, you know what? It worked okay. So I'm either wrong about that, which I don't think I am, or it's just working out that way. Maybe course play is smarter than it used to be, because in games past it worked exactly like I told you to. It did. If there was a spot that was further south, that became the mark for it. But this doesn't seem to be doing that. So hallelujah. All right, let me get this thing going here. I'm going to get back in the thing, and let's go forward with our wheat. I'm going to let this spill out. I hate when the straw spills out beyond the field. Makes such a mess. Not that it doesn't do that, again, in real life. But this isn't real life. This is a game. All right, so we got this guy going. Let me make sure I've got this in the right category here. All right, that's in 2. I have another combine. Let's put this in 3. I'm using a smaller truck because of the fact that everything is so cramped on this map, and that's not a criticism, by the way. It's not a criticism. Not everything can be huge and big and open, and sometimes the greater challenge is more fun. So you got to go with it. So again, it's not a criticism. It's just pointing out facts. This is a small, tidy little map, and you got to love it for that. So there you go. All right, now this guy let's see. I do have a course, I think, set up for this. Let me see. I do. Field 2 with grass on it. So let's see if this actually works. Now, what I want to do though is I'm on the end of the course because I want to see. Now this is actually a field. So when I put it in course play, it knew exactly the shape of the field, as you can see here. So I'm hoping then that means that this other part of the course play, the second course, is going to work right for me. So let's do one of these and start it. And I'm not quite sure where the grass is supposed to go. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the main silo holds the grass, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at the map that close. I downloaded it, started buying equipment, and here we are, the two of us together, checking it out to see how the things work. And I hope you're okay with that, because that's generally what I do. I don't like to pre-play a map much and then start recording, because to me, the fun of it is both of us learning together. And I know you guys are going to jump ahead if you're playing this map and are probably way beyond me, and that's okay too. Now let's see. Gosh, you know what? I should have got grass first, shouldn't I have? Because I still won't know whether grass goes in there. Tell you what, let me save this, and I'm going to jump up here and download some grass if there's any to be had. Right, now let's go back and see if grass will go in the main silos. You guys could probably tell me this, but like I said, I kind of enjoy learning things on my own. Let's see if it goes in the main silo. By golly, it's going to take our grass. Hey, hallelujah. I love map and map makers that give you a silo that holds everything. And I realize that that's not real life either. There's no way you're going to dump everything you have in one bin. That's crazy. You know, you're going to have a separate bin for everything. But like I said, it's a game. Alright, let me get just beyond this. Now, how do I want to play this? You know what I think I want to do? Let me get this thing going again. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I guess we'll go in this way because it's such a crowded way to... We'll go in this way. And then the easiest way to do it would be to come around and go right back out, because then you kind of got a straight shot at that gate. I don't know. I'm just going to go really slow and see how this works. I may have to completely do every course over again once I'm done. But let's just see what works here. The windrow looks funny. Look how light the windrow looks. That's another thing I like about different maps, is when they do something different and they change their textures. It's kind of cool to have a different texture, have things look different. Windrow looks different. You know, the crop looks different. Everything shouldn't ought to look the same in all these maps. My opinion. Whoop. Alright, let's save that. Let's see. Field 02. Grass. To silo. Oh crud, what did I call the other one? Well, we'll do that. I can't remember what I called the other one. Alright, we're going to do field work. We're going to grab this and we're going to find out. Field 02 grass. Okay, that's fine, that works. And then we'll grab the silo one too. And then let's see if we can get this thing to to function normally. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, there it goes. Okay, just had a little hiccup. Everything's okay. Let's speed it up, though. We can go faster than that. Let's kick it in the hiney. All right, let's go see. I need a truck. So let's grab a truck. Might as well grab the one that's already in here so we can get him out of the way. Now, I'm hoping that I can turn this thing sharp enough. If I don't have the trailer, it would. Without the trailer, it would. I may have to just go with a dump truck. And not a set of trailers. That's what you'd do normally. You'd have just a dump truck like this. That's normally what you'd see. So let's go from here. We'll go from here. And hang on, buddy. Give me a break. I'm working here. Thank God you didn't put ditches. Ditches are bad, man. We might have some crack-ups here. Now let's see if I can get in here without getting stuck on a fence. I don't know if my little trick, I don't think this thing will turn as sharp as that thing will, but let's try it and see. Might be okay. It might be okay. We'll find out. It's a good thing these trailers follow nicely. Now, I don't know what's on the other. I know I've got corn on one of the fields. And I'm not quite sure what's on the others. This field isn't very big, though. It's not going to take long to do. And I probably picked the wrong... Wait a minute. Give me a break. I may have picked the wrong piece of equipment on that combine because I doubt if that combine's ever going to fill for this thing to run back and forth. But... Que sera, sera. Alright, let's see what happens. Let me go get the other combine, which is still at the shop. Whoa, he's full already. Alright, let's just watch and see what happens here. Man, I really cut it slow, didn't I? That's okay. I'm not going to get stuck, I hope, if I go that slow. It's gonna work. I'm pretty sure. That grain truck isn't behind me, is it? Oh my God! What's going on here? Who's working this thing anyway? We got Stefan is working this. Who's working the truck? Chris Hamlet. Alright, this is going to work. We'll just wait for this guy to finish and find out what this truck's going to do. I don't think there's going to be a problem. These little dump trucks, they turn pretty sharp. I just did a bad thing. I never eat while I'm recording. For some reason, there was a Triscuit sitting on my desk, and I happened to pop it in my mouth. And I thought, oh, what the hell did I do that for? I apologize. What I do I said doo-doo. What I do is I do drink a refreshing drink once in a while I do it. The main reason I do that, I got 3 powerful computers running in this room, 4 27-inch monitors, a 50-inch 4K TV, and all kinds of other electrical junk running in here, and it gets hot. It gets hot. Even in the winter, I don't need any kind of heat in this studio. When I'm not recording, I've got a little portable air conditioner I use. But when I'm working, I don't want the buzz. I don't want the sound, so I don't. And man, it gets hot in here. All right, is this guy... This is the Cedar. Okay, I chose that Cedar because... Let me grab this Combine. Did I put him in a category? I did. Let's start him up. First thing I want to do is grab the header. The corn header, that is. Yeah, I may not have chose the right Combine for this map because this Combine has 59,000 ton bin on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I like this Combine. I may still continue using it, but forgive me, Evan. Evan is one of my buddies, and he made this. He made this mod. He wackified it, is the way he calls it. It's a wackified mod, and but I may go in and adjust the bin size. Because just for this map, not for the other maps. Because you know me, I normally play huge maps, and I don't mind having a Combine that has a little bigger bin in it. But this is way overkill for this little map, so I may, since I want to use this Combine, I may go in and cut the bin size down. Just because. I mean, look at field 5. That truck's never going to empty that Combine because the Combine's not going to be full before it's done. I really don't think it is. So, like I say, the Combine's a little over... God, get back on the road. Combine's going to be a little overkill. Where do I need to go? Let me just see what's on 4. No, 4 is corn. So I might do corn if that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it is. 4, is it corn? Yeah, 4 is corn. Let me drop this header off someplace. Gee whiz. I've got a little bit of a grassy area here. I'll just kind of drop it off. And we'll go do some corn. How about that? It works for me. Now, let's see. Map-wise, where are we at? Let's start... I'm just going to drive down and see what the other end of the field looks like. Goes around the farm here a little bit. Oh, and then it tucks way over in here. Let's start over in this corner because, again, we've got a little bit of a dirt road that goes into the field here. So I'm going to choose this corner for that reason. We're going to call it the Southwest. Right? So let's do that. We're going to call it the Southwest. And we're going to generate a course. This is field 4. Uh-oh. Did I spread that out? I did. 12.2 is the header. Starting corner is going to be the Southwest. Going to be heading north. I'm going to do 2 of these. And then we'll save this. So field 4, Southwest, 12.2. There we go. All right, so we're ready to go with that. Let's see where that starts for us. And see, this is what I was talking about right here. Where's the starting point now? Southwest, heading north. Where does it think the Southwest is? Southwest. Yeah, I might have typed it in wrong too. I've done that a few times. Nope, it's starting up here. Did I type in the Northwest? Did I? Southwest. Oh man, I don't think I did. I don't think I did, but that's where it's at, is in the Northwest. And that could very well be the case. I think it is. Because that's the furthest point west. Is up there. That's the furthest point west. So if you say it's in the west, well, I'm going to do it over just to make sure, because it isn't going to be the first time that I actually typed it in wrong. So let me get rid of that. We'll go in here and get rid of this too. So we're looking at field 4. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, I put field 14. Well, I want to redo it anyway. Okay, let's do this again. We're going to do field 4, 12.2 meters. Look, southwest. I did do the southwest. Heading north, 2 of those. I did do it right. Okay, so field 4. Oh, dang it. Field 4. Corn. Southwest, heading north. 12.2 times 2. Let's try that again. Let's go in here. We're going to get rid of that one because I goof it up. And now we got that one. All right, and then let's go find our spot and see. I think it's still up there. Yep, that's where it's going to be. And again, if you look at the map, if you look at the shape of the field, this is the furthest point west. And that's why it does that. The field 5, I don't know what happened over there. It seemed to work okay, but anyway, it's okay. We'll get her done. We're going to get her done. Oh, we got some, uh-oh, grass guy slipping. All right, we got to go find grass guy and find out what's the matter with him. What happened? He sure is, isn't he? All right, well, let's stop him. I don't know what happened. How much of the field did he get done? This happens sometimes, and I don't know why. When it gets to the point where it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, sometimes they'll just keep going. They'll go like a bat out of hell and not stop. It happened on Parker's Prairie. It's happened on several maps that I've done where that happens, and I don't know why. There's no explanation to it that I know of. Now we'll just keep going. Alrighty, let's get a truck and come. See what I mean? If I don't redo that, and again, my apologies to Evan. I don't really want to mess with this mod much, but yeah, if I don't do that, then it's not going to work on these small fields the way you want it to, I should say. So I'm going to drop the bin size down on that a little bit between now and the next episode so that it doesn't quite hold so much. Yeah, it's perfect for my maps that have huge fields on them. Whoa, there goes, going like a bat out of hell. I'm going to be in trouble on this episode because I forgot to set my timer. I have no idea how long I've been playing. I think it's probably about a half hour. So I'll give it another 15-20 minutes, and I might be a little bit over or a little bit short. All right, so let me see. Let's get this guy. Head on down the road. Right, I'm going to start it. Well, let's go at least partway down the field. What's in the middle? Oh my God, no. Are there trees in the middle of this friggin' field? Oh, no. Oh, there sure are. Well, maybe I should have done three headlands then. Well, let's wait and see how it does. Oh, man. Alright, well, no getting around it. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start this here. Let's just run it down the road a little bit. Now that thing, remember when I told you I was going to go in and change the bin size of that combine? It's going to work out because I have a separate folder for each map I play. So if I change the combine for this map, it doesn't change it for any other map. It just changes it for this one because I'll change the size of the bin. It'll go back in this map and it won't go in any other map. So it'll all work out in the end. Let me swing wide here. See if we can get in this without too much trouble. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of a different thing here with this one, since I'm going the other way. Oh my God! There's a concrete block blocking the way there. Oh man! I guess the farmer had trouble with bad driver hired hands that kept running into the bins, the silos. That's what I'm guessing. Let's just come into the field right here. Yeah, see, that combine should have stopped a long time ago, but the bin is just so big. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to save this, and this is going to be field 4. Field 4. Grain truck to silo. There we go. As far as I know, it's the only silo. There may be another one. If there is, then I'll have to change it and call it silo whatever. So let's go with this. Alrighty. Wait a minute. Let me stop this. Did I? Oh, I do. I have it in the right category. Okay. Drive the course. Drive it now. I want him to run around. Let's get our other combine. By the way, there was a controversy. Not really. There was a question on my part on Maverick on my last live stream. This is the road train kit here. With the I just don't have the one that has a sleeper on it, or the high ceiling truck. I've got the smaller one, but the trailer is the one from the road train. There was a question on my part as to, I thought it was supposed to hold fuel. Some people said, well, mine does, and I said, well, mine never has. Now, here's the distinction. I went to the mod page. And it is the same mod, because somebody said, maybe you have an older model of it. Well, no, I don't, because he only has one. The only one he's ever put out. So, but if you read the description, it says it doesn't work for regular fuel. You can't go to a service station and fill this tank. This is for the fuel that you have to make from a refinery. So that's what it will pick up. So there's that. That kind of answered that question. Let's see here. In this case, I didn't use my huge cedar. I chose this one, and one of the reasons why I chose this one, because if you see how narrow it isn't any wider than the tractor. Some of those cedars are way wide, and so I needed something a little bit more narrow, so that's what I've got. I got my trusty Silverado to pull the animal trailer, which we're going to buy in either the next episode or one of the following episodes. I'm going to try to... What was that? I'm going to try to pull Hulk with a regular John Deere and see how that works. Now, this is the 8R. It's not the 9R. The 9R is that big twin, that great big articulated one. I'm going to try the 8R and see how it works to pull Hulk. It should. Hulk isn't excessively heavy. It's just excessively squirrely. And I didn't pick up anything to get the straw yet. So I'll be doing that here pretty quick too. I haven't bought all my equipment. I've only bought what I needed to start up here. And somebody's done and somebody is stuck. So we'll have to go figure out what that is. Let me get this guy off the road. Whoa! See what I mean about Hulk? He gets green and angry and just goes everywhere. Let's go see who's in trouble. Yep, he's in trouble. I saw that one coming. I was hoping that he'd go by before the truck got back. Now what in the world? I can't see over the corn. Alright, let's stop him. Let's get him out of the road. Alright, well, it looks like it's going around the trees okay, I suppose. So, let me jump out of here and let's run around and see how it did. Yeah, alright. It always leaves a little corner like that. Okay, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's going around the whole field. It's acting like, is it acting like it doesn't see those trees? Oh, crud. Oh, crud, crud, crud. That means we're going to have an issue when it starts going up and down, up and down. Oh, my God. I can fix it if I want to go in and take collision off these trees. I think I'd rather take collision off of them than take them out. If I leave them in, the intent of the mod maker is still there where he wanted some. Why he wanted trees in the middle of his field, I don't know. Normal farmer would come in here and cut these damn things in and plow it under, because it's not like there's any terrain here stopping him from doing it. But let's just wait and see what needs to be done. If I do anything, it'll probably be what I said. I'll probably just take the collision off of them and leave the intent that the map maker wanted, was that, having trees there. It's probably what I'll do. Probably. All right, let's see what else we've got. Let's see, we've got corn here. We own field number 3. It's got more wheat. And then we've got 2 and 15. Let's go down and check out 15, see what's on it. Now, yeah, it's got canola. Everything's ready to go, even though it's only 85%. Sunflowers, cool beans. Let's see, what else? This map only has the standard vanilla crops on it and such. I haven't looked at any of the other farms. I know there's a pig farm up here. I haven't even looked at it yet. I only saw the marker on the map. I do have a helicopter, and I think I flew over and looked at it. I don't remember, because I've had this map a while, and this is the first time I've actually started any kind of playing on it. So I can't remember if I've flown over or not. I bought the helicopter intending to do so, but then I didn't. So, good God, the pig farm's nicer looking than your home farm. This is cool. Although I don't know why he has these curbs everywhere. The pig farm's a separate farm. Oh, cool. I'm assuming that the other farms are then too. Okay, we got chickens way up north. Way up north. All right, here's a chicken farm. Chickens have their own farm. Isn't that sweet? And it's a nice farm. Holy smokes. All right, there's your hayloft thingamabobberdoodle. I never use those. And then it's got, does it have its own silos or is this just for show? I can't tell. It doesn't look like there's any place to dump anything. Maybe, oh, there's horses and they run. Oh, sweet. Cool. All right, looks like he's getting a little bit of crop there. He must be done. Is he empty? He is. All right, what did I say I had over there? Wheat in 15? No, canola? I can't recall. Now I'm debating whether to get that great, big, ugly-looking, crazy grasshopper-winged loading wagon or not. I think I'm just going to get a regular loading wagon on this farm because it's pretty small. If you look at the fields, they're not terribly big. Well, 4's a pretty good sized farm. 3's and oh, I have 1 and 3. They're separate maps there. I thought that was all one map. All right, so this is the tail end of 15 here. But let's go into the wheat farm. And again, I'll probably start over here just because there's a road into the field here. Suppose. Yeah, reckon. I'm going to have to start making some adjustments to my courseplay routes. So let's see here. What's the shape of this field? Doesn't matter, does it? Let's just say that we're going to start. Now up north, that looks weird by the train station. Is that? I don't know what that is. As far as ground, is it farmland or not? But I tell you what, I'm going to do that in the next episode. I, again, apologize. I didn't set a timer. I think I'm around 40-some minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like. Share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next episode. Happy farming.